Hello, everyone, and welcome to the OCNJ Local, your podcast for everything happening here in America's greatest family resort. We're your hosts, Dougherty and Drew Fasy.
And we are your local guys.
I think I might have messed up there, Drew. I don't know. Or I messed
No,
up
it's
in
good,
the
man. No,
messed up
you're
in the
still
last
on
one.
point.
All right, cool.
So streak going, buddy.
Let's go. Let's keep it live here. Let's keep it going. Welcome, everyone, back to another episode of our 2026 election cycle here in Ocean City. We have another city council candidate with us here today. Joining us is Jocelyn Palaganas.
Hi, guys. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being on.
So just like all the other candidates, like we did for the mayoral race and we'll do for all the city council candidates, you'll have the same questions. You'll have the same amount of time to answer. You'll have 2 minutes to answer each question that requires a longer answer. And then at the very end, you'll have 2 minutes to talk to the public and let them know why you are the best choice for one of the at-large seats here in the 2026 election.
Okay, sounds good.
Drew's going to ask you the questions. I'm going to keep the time. If you hear this, I'm going to ask you to wrap it up because you're approaching that 2-minute warning.
Okay, I got it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I got it.
With that said, I'll turn it over to Drew, and we'll go from there.
There you go, buddy.
The streak's still on. It only counts in the beginning.
Yeah, you get a mulligan on that one.
All right, I'll take it. Oh,
all right.
Before we start, Jocelyn, normally we'll go back and forth like this to remain as unbiased as possible. We're going to keep straight faces and hold our banter to a minimum.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Okay, so Jocelyn, the first 3 questions just to get the ball rolling are yes or no answers. Okay. All right. So the first question: should the city implement a residents-only parking permit system for the downtown streets during the summer?
No.
Okay. Number 2, jitney service across the 9th Street Bridge. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Number 3, some residents and visitors think that Ocean City is losing a competitive opportunity to places like Summers Point and Margate by not offering alcohol consumption at publicly accessed restaurants. So, BYOB in Ocean City, yes or no?
No.
Okay. All right. So these are the what we have 6 questions, and you will have 2 minutes to answer each of these. Okay. All right. First, the 3% occupancy tax on short-term rentals booked through platforms like Airbnb and VRBO went into effect in Ocean City in 2025. However, rentals through traditional real estate brokerages remain exempt. Critics say this is unfair to tech-savvy owners, while supporters say it protects local agencies. Do you support this agent exemption, or do you believe all rentals should be taxed equally to maximize the city's revenue?
Okay. So I support the way the current law is set up because I think it creates a good balance for Ocean City. The tax is paid by the guest, not the owner. And from what I understand, when this came about, it was expected to generate over $1 million. It creates a new revenue stream. So before this, I think the Airbnb and the VRBO platform bookings were not contributing to this specific local tax. So that means more money coming in without raising property taxes. It helps fund things like public safety, beach maintenance, infrastructure, and community services.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you if I did.
No, I think it's good.
Okay. Question number 2. During the last 2 summers, the surge in e-bikes has created a significant safety conflict. Many towns are moving toward outright bans on the boards during peak hours, while others are creating dedicated slow lanes. As a council member, would you support stricter enforcement and speed governors for e-bikes, or is it time to consider banning motorized cycles on the boardwalk entirely during the summer season?
Okay, so keeping Ocean City safe is a top priority for me, for sure. This is one of the top of my list. The goal should be to keep everyone safe while still allowing people to enjoy getting around Ocean City Boardwalk, right? Which supports our local businesses and experiences in Ocean City. Working, let me see. E-bikes can work definitely, but if only if there are clear rules around the aid, which the state just passed. So, but definitely need more like parental supervision and accountability. Some improvement that we can do probably is just to have clear signage across the boardwalk and around town outlining speed limits and rules, and then possibly tickets and fines issued to parents and responsible adults when rules are violated. Right?
Okay. Question number 3. The 2025-26 municipal budget introduced a 7.04% tax rate increase, bringing the total tax hike over the last 3 years to roughly 17%. Residents are feeling the squeeze. If elected, is there one specific line item, project, or program in the current budget you would target for a reduction to ensure we don't see another 7% increase in 2027?
Okay. From my understanding, every year the city introduces this 5-year capital plan. So that includes like paving, upgrades to our water and gas pipes, first responders. Yeah. And so these are all very important line items to me that need to be taken care of for sure. So if elected, I will take like a close look at all non-essential capital projects and adjust the timeline possibly or scope where it's appropriate. I also believe in exploring new revenue opportunities like grants and partnerships. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Question number 4. Our downtown is thriving, but we still see a ghost town effect from November to March. Some residents have suggested offering tax incentives or rebates for businesses that commit to staying open at least 5 days a week year round and until a later time of day, say 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Would you support using municipal funds to subsidize year-round business operations, or should the market dictate when shops open and close?
Okay, that's a really important question. I would look at it a little differently. So let's say instead of relying on incentives or rebates, I think we should focus on building stronger marketing and promotionals around our downtown in the off season. So if we can drive more people here year round through thoughtful campaigns, events, and experiences that supports our businesses and give them more reason to stay open. And when businesses stay open, that benefits residents too. So it creates more consistent local jobs, gives people more options for dining and shopping in the off season, and strengthen our like local economy overall, right?
Okay. Question number 5. If there was a project presented by the owner of 600 Boardwalk that included public space, amusements, retail, ample parking, and a hotel with a number of stories that was considered a compromise from the original concept presented, could you support such a project?
Preserving the family-focused character of Ocean City is very important. Top of my list. I've been a proponent of building something amazing that can promote the family-friendly nature of the boardwalk and promote like and attract like year-round business and entertainment for residents and visitors. So my number one fear I feel is that the property would become blighted, and I can never let that happen. So whatever's built there has to be financially viable and be consistent with the character of our community.
Okay. Final question. What character trait or experience makes you most qualified for this position?
Okay. So my time serving on Ocean City School Board gave me a deeper understanding of how our local government works and the importance of listening, collaboration, and accountability. So as a senior sales manager in my company, I manage both people and budgets every day, and that gave me experience that taught me how financial decisions, balance priorities, and lead teams in a way that is both practical and result driven. So been so involved with our local communities. So like giving me the opportunity to connect with residents, families, and business owners throughout the years. So it's
Okay, Dom.
Awesome. So that wraps up the long form question portion of the segment. So we'll turn it over to you. You have 2 minutes to, say what you want to the voters here in Ocean City.
okay. Let me see. Let me go back to my corporate job. I've spent over 20 years with my company called Advanced Hospitality Systems, where I've built a strong background in business, managing people, working with budgets, and making practical decisions every day, right? That experience has really shaped my understanding of financial responsibility and how to balance my priorities day in and day out. Stayed very involved locally through the years. So basically, I have a lot of connections with residents, families, school, business owners, everywhere. So, and I love Ocean City. So please vote for me, council at large.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you taking the time out of your
Thank you for
busy schedule.
having me. It was like a little nerve-wracking. It's like a game changer.
Drew has that effect on most of our guests, so I won't hold it against them. But
I'm so intimidating.
We appreciate your time, and we
right.
wish you the best of luck.
Thank you
everyone for tuning in. This has been the OCNJ Local, your podcast for everything happening here in America's greatest family resort. Peace.
Thanks for coming on, Joss.
Thank you.